Well, hello, hello. This is Cindy, your host at Ask Cindy Connector Live. So, a little bit about my show. I love to pay it forward. And back in 2017, I started this branding, Ask Cindy Connector Live. I love to give referrals, and why not have a broadcast where I'm sharing everybody else's brand? So, today I have my friend Drew, and right now he's going to share on the Ask Cindy Connector Live. So you want to make sure that you go to Ask Cindy Connector Live. That is where we could see comments. And also, in order for the two platforms to marry, please go to streamyard.com/Facebook. Drew, tell us what you do and what is your story?
Good to have me here. Thank you to have me here. Thank you to be here. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me. Hi, Cindy. So, I am the CFO, the Chief Fun Officer at drewberman.com. And I help people with the 5 F-bombs. So I might be dropping some F-bombs on Ask Cindy Connector, but my F-bombs are not necessarily in order: fun, fitness, family, finances, and freedom. So I am the F-bomb dropper. My story, I'm from New York. I got involved in real estate in the 90s. And I found a world-class adventure at 28 years old. I had the opportunity to ride a bicycle around the world. So I did a 35-country bicycle tour for the year 2000, January 1st, 2000, January 1st, 2001. We started in LA, went through Mexico from Baja to Costa Rica to Panama, Panama to Chile, Chile to Argentina, Argentina to Johannesburg, Johannesburg to Cape Town, Cape Town to Greece, 2.5 months in Europe, back to New York, from New York to Montreal, Montreal to Quebec City, back to Western Europe. Then we went to Europe by Ireland, Scotland, Finland, back through Western Europe, Germany, wine country, into Austria, from Austria to Australia for the 2000 Olympics, and then 2.5 months in Southeast Asia, China, Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Japan. Came home, 29 years old, and all of a sudden I found myself semi-retired at 28 years old. But then I found myself in the mid-30s in the grind. Paying $2,700 a month rent, 700 square foot apartment in Manhattan, and chasing my tail and trying to find that freedom that I had back on the bike ride. So now I help people fight for freedom so that they can create a lifestyle by design.
That is amazing. And I'm a vagabond wanderluster. Wow, I did not know that. That is crazy. Until you actually sit down and talk to someone, you really get to know more about them. So we're going to talk today about the new year. So how is an entrepreneur going to accomplish goals for the new year in 2021?
This bike ride when I was 28, I was obsessed by it. Okay. It was a very, very expensive bike ride. I had no money. When I paid the deposit, my check bounced. And this process I've been using as all my adult life. Now, Grant Cardone is chanting from the mountaintops right now with a megaphone about obsession. That when you obsess about goals, others are going to call you a workaholic. Others are going to shoot arrows. The first time I heard the voice was when I was 12 years old. I was coming home, and I heard the voice in my head, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. But I didn't understand what that message was until I was in my mid-30s. And it was a 2-step life philosophy that was whispered to me walking home from elementary school. 2 steps to the key to life. 2, figure out what you want and figure out how to get it. And it didn't make sense when I was 12 years old. I was like, oh, that's a very nice, simple philosophy that just came to me walking home from elementary school. But 20, 25, 30 years later, 40 years later, I realized that all the laws that we study, Cindy, if you've ever read a book, if you've ever been to a seminar, it really comes down to the same principles. They started in the Bible and the Torah a million years ago, and then, Think and Grow Rich, and then The Secret and Grant Cardone. And in my book, I wrote, you can have it all. The ultimate guide to having fun, making money, and living the good life. It really comes down to the two principles. Know what you want, know how to get it. So for the bike ride, I did everything that we're supposed to do as adults. I did everything that we're supposed to do in business. And this is what I teach my business partners, my joint ventures, my students. Let's get a target, maybe. And I ask everyone, when I start a conversation, I say, what do you want? Do you want to double your income, or do you want to retire? Do you want to get rich? Do you want to travel the world? And then I always say, do you want to save the whales? Because I always get a chuckle, right? And that reminds people, what do they really want? Now, once we know what they really want, and this is how I've won trips with my company, and this is how I teach people. It's the basic principles. Print out a vision of what you want. And we're taught, different vision boards, stuff like that. And most people that I work with, they're confused. I just did a post yesterday, from chaos to clarity, from confusion to certainty.
Wow.
And when you're certain, the universe bends over at your service. So it's called the law of alignment. What you want, what you do, what you say, and what you think. When those are all in alignment, that's when providence happens. So we choose your goal, we print it out, we put little sticky notes on the pillow, on the steering wheel, on the mirror. We go for it. We tweak and continue. We ask for help and support. And I became obsessed about the bike ride. Wow. So in a year from today, because of COVID, the Olympics was canceled for 2020. It's now in 2021. 1 year from today, dozens of athletes are going to be honored on the biggest stage in the world. Hundreds, probably thousands of athletes are going to compete. Tens of thousands of people are going to be involved in the Olympics. Hundreds of thousands of people around the world are going to watch. In your business, dozens of people are going to get rich and free. These next 24, 36 months, there's chaos everywhere because of the virus, the election, the news, the fear, blah, blah, blah. 12, 24, 36 months, there's going to be a wave of income, a wave of opportunity, a wave of success. My niche is the home-based business arena. Network marketing, affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing, and the home-based business model set me free. It set me free. I was paying $2,700 a month rent for a 700 square foot apartment in Manhattan.
Wow.
Running full speed on a treadmill, going nowhere. The guy says to me, "You seem like a sharp guy. Are you the type of guy that keeps options open for additional streams of income?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm open to additional streams of income." And I got involved in the wonderful profession of network marketing. That's what the book is about. And now I help network marketers get clear, get out of chaos into clarity, get out of confusion into certainty, and then I give them tracks to run on so that they win.
So your mess became your message.
I like that. I'm going to steal that.
I've been saying that for a few years. I was on vacation. Oh, God, when was it? Like 6 or 7 years ago. And I met this guy who was doing a seminar, and he told me, just remember this. He goes, your mess will become a message. He goes, never forget what I told you. And I've never forgotten that. And I've taught that to people that I've met along the way.
Is it trademarkable? Can I steal that? Do I have to give you credit the first time? Because I love it.
Go ahead. Go for it.
All right. I want to shout out. I see my buddy GW, Lincoln, Tom, Linda. Good to see you guys. I'm so glad you're here. So
what else are you going to do for 2021? Do you have a CRM? Do you have goal sheets? Are you because both of us are in this greeting card business together. Are you going to do like a 8.5 by 11 greeting card that has all your goals on there?
I love that. I'm stealing ideas.
Vision
from you.
card. Mhm.
A vision card.
Yes.
Let's collaborate about that after. I like that. One of the things I'm doing to really transform the profession, I believe the network marketing profession is one of the most misunderstood professions in the world. I teach what's probable and what's possible. What's probable is we can help you make a car payment. For sure, we can work together a couple hours, part-time on the side, and we can help you make an extra $500,000 a month. If we work together, roll up our sleeves, work on some language and some skill building, I think we can help you make a rent or a mortgage payment, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 a month. I'm looking for 5 people that want to make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and I have the strategies to prove it. If you're in a home-based business, if you're in a network marketing company, I can help you with systems and strategies, some of which are free. If you're looking for one, I have my hand in a couple where I know some CEOs, I know some $1 million earners, and I can guide you in the right direction. So we have our book coming out called The Network Marketing Boom, which is really going to talk about the next generation of network marketers. Customer service isn't enough. It's all about customer amazement. It's about having the wow factor, how not to be cheesy and salesy online, attraction marketing, how to laser focus on your ideal client and how to attract more of them. So 2021 is going to be big. And I love the fact that I get to share this here with you. I love your energy, your enthusiasm. I love how you pay it forward on Fridays. And I'm just thrilled to be able to meet your audience and hopefully give them some value today.
So let me add a little of this to you. You know that I wrote a book. I actually started writing this book in the early 90s. I joined BNI and a couple different networking groups. So I started writing notes on how to give referrals, how to follow up, gratitude. So this is all in my book. So as an author, an upcoming author, how can you help authors? Can you do a one-on-one meeting to kind of help me move forward on my book? Do you do something like that, or is it only anybody who's in a small business?
Yeah, both. So yes, anyone that wants to just meet with me and have a connection. I'm all about connection. Every conversation we start, I hope for the 20-year relationship. I'll offer that for free for your listeners today. If you just go to callwithdrew.com, it's very easy to remember. In fact, there's a little life hack. I highly recommend you buy the domain name callwithyourname.com. Have it forwarded to a very simple calendar. And all it does is it just cuts through the noise. Mm-hmm. If you want to connect with me, you don't have to go find me on social media and send me, just go to callwithdrew.com and we'll have a chat. Just like back in the old days, pick up the phone, call someone. There'll be no voicemail. I'll be very focused on you. I'll have it in my calendar. You'll have it in your calendar and we'll just chat. Now, I happen to have a lot of tools that I can assist you with. One of them is, yes, we help authors how to get their thoughts together. We help guide them down the path. We have a process to become a best-selling author. We have methodologies on how to get your message out. And then the message for the book is the same message for your Facebook Lives and your social media. So once you have your message, then we show you how to get your message out. And if you don't know how to get your message, we teach you that too, which comes full circle, Cindy. You talked about goals. So it really comes down to, I just think it's so witty. Someone had this on their outgoing message on their voicemail. Who are you? What do you want? And I think it's actually brilliant because it's not rude. It's not tongue in cheek. Who are you? And what do you want? Let's go after what you want with focus, with what some will call obsession, like an Olympian. And we help regular, everyday people. In fact, one of our books is called How Ordinary People Achieve Extraordinary Results by Doing It Different. So that's what I help people with. And we're having fun. We're not here for a long time, so we might as well have a good time. I am the CFO, the Chief Fun Officer at drewberman.com, helping networkers make networking fun again.
And as you know, you see it on my posts all the time. We have 2 dates and a dash. It's so important to make the most of that dash. So how can my audience reach out to you? The drewberman.com is the best contact?
Listen, social media has made things very easy. Listen, Cindy, I love the fact that you and I are just chatting here, but I'm just a dad. I'm from New York. I live in Ridgefield, Connecticut. I got 2 boys, happily married to my first wife. I've just figured out how to go from chaos to clarity, how to go from confusion to certainty. And the best, I live at drewberman.com. I'm all over social media. I'm one of the only Drew Bermans out there. I think there's one Drew Berman actor or something. But if you want to actually connect with me, go to callwithdrew.com. I'll give you a free strategy session. Just mention Cindy's name, and we'll just give you the breakthrough that you seek. If you want to come play with me and follow me, I'm all over social media. My mainstay is Facebook, but drewberman.com is where I live. But if you really want to chat, just go to callwithdrew.com.
Well, thank you so much. I know we've been trying to schedule this for 3 or 4 weeks. I appreciate you coming on. And guys, make sure that you follow Ask Cindy Connector Live. Yes, I'm on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And of course, Drew, you're on Instagram as well. What is your Instagram handle?
At Drew Berman.
There you go. Well, thank you so much. Let's connect here after the call. And guys, make sure to pay it forward every day. It is so important to be passionate about your business, but take the time to be passionate for others. Pay it forward. Make those phone calls of gratitude. This is Cindy with Ask Cindy Connector Live. And tomorrow, or next on the show, I have Manny Lopez. We'll see you here in a little bit. Woohoo!